Right, we're back again, this time in Solix Row again. This time it is Monolith of Fire. So it's a nice easy start, just kill these 4 trash mobs and let's get into the other rooms. Okay, now they're gone, let's get through this next door and watch for the Eye of Sauron. Oh no, we're not hobbits, that's a totally different game. Anyway, back to Norath, go into each alcove and kill the lump of rock, which is the obsidian core. Some of these guys you can avoid, others are too close to you so you can't. So we just kill a lump of rock in each alcove, kill anybody you want, and then go and do the other side. Rinse and repeat, and then the eye will disappear of Solix Row, I guess, not Sauron. Now the third one's gone, the eye has gone, and the brazier has appeared in the middle of the room. Just rinse and repeat on the other side now. Good job, you did it. Or rather, I did it. Anyway, eye is gone. Let's get back to the other room, and the first name will appear. And the first named up is Jiva. I guess his mother was a hippie flower power child or something. Okay, then let's start burning him down. At 75%, the platform he's on will disappear. He shoots arrows as big as javelins. How am I alive? I don't know. Anyways, back to the fight. There's the platform gone, so now look in the corners, you will see like a red ghostly image of a gargoyle. Just jump into that and start DPSing him once again, otherwise he is immune to damage. At some point, the red ghostly gargoyle creature, I'm not drunk, will disappear, and all you do is simply go into wherever it reappears. And now he's done, let's go collect the loot and move on, because this dungeon just goes on forever. And the next step in the never-ending story is to go to one of the braziers and click on it to get through to the next zone. First up, we have 3 angry goats in a fire pit. Yep. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, go left and start burning down the obsidian core, that lump of rock, once again. And the goats. Don't forget the goats. Stay out of the fire pit, though. And kill a few trash mobs, and let's get to the next name. And through the doors is the first name. It's Estrixia. She is a phoenix and not a very nice girl. Well, Trixia's special skill is she's like Bobby Ewan from Dallas. Every time you kill her, she keeps coming back. Anyway, you have to kill her 4 times before she actually is dead. To try and keep your merc next to you, because every time you kill it, Trixie, her DPS goes up. Unless you drag it through the firewall and this resets it. Me personally, I just keep DPS now and keep the merc in range so she can't heal me. And at long last, she is dead. Blank you. Anyway, go to the door through the right and click on the brazier to get through to the next zone. And here we are again. It's Goats in a Rock. Wow, that's original. They've never done that. So just make your way around to the corridor again and just try the door handle. The door will be locked. It never is open. I have tried it so many times. So we'll go back the way we came so we can get the next mobs. These are the Jinn. They're in little flame pots, so you have to aggro them. Just walk into them. It's the easiest way. So we just have to keep killing the Jinn until one of them drops a little chest, and it will drop the Fruity Sunlord pendant. It's a little red circle disc, and that will let us through the door. And finally the Sunlord appears. This is the guy we need. Just like a bus, 2 appear at once. And the bouncers now will let us in because our name is on the list. And the next name is up. This is Sovaliz. Right, let's get on to So. Oh god, this is a memory challenge and you know how I love memory challenges. Anyway, at about 80%, he will give you a memory challenge. All you do is pick one of the claws. It'll tell you which one it is, north or south, and you go towards it, try and remember it, then do the mirror version on the other side. The first time he does it, it's 1 claw, then 2 claws, then 3 claws. If you get it wrong, can you guess what happens? Yep, you die! Good job, me, I got it right, yes! I'm totally acing this tonight like a pro. Like a pro. Did you see Sue's reaction? He knows me too well. He thought, impossible, you'll never do it. And most of the time he is right. I won't. But today, you're dead and I win. Yes. Fist pump. So, through the doors again. And click on the brazier to get to the next room. And here we have Zuzzle. Zuzzle at 9% becomes immune to damage. So now pick up one of the 9 inner grates and wait to get blasted into sky. You've got to get onto the pentagram of flames in the sky. There we go, first time, well done me. And now we burn the 5 obsidian shards down that are in the sky. And now just jump back down to the platform where Zuzzle is. So sword DPS and Zuzzle, and when the swords have flames on them, you just put them out. If you don't, it gives them a 10% damage reduction, so it's 50% if you just leave them all. So it could turn out to be a long fight otherwise, so I just put them out. Finally, he's dead. Collect the loot and just go behind us. A little wall will open and a bridge will appear. Be careful not to run straight across, as the bridge takes a while to go straight across. Then we just click on the brazier and get to the next room. Just wait for the fire pit to go out, then we'll kill the 2 guards. And now they have gone, just go into the alcove and activate the little button. It's a little platform that will be available to you in the last room. At this point, you could go into the last room now if you like, but only 4 platforms will be active, and I just like the safety of having all 8. And all done, so now all we do is click on the brazier in the east or the west corridor, and that will get us into the last room. And here we have the Prince of Flames himself, Solus Grow. He is my god after all. So we just jump onto the central platform and start talking to him. Surprisingly, he's not pleased to see me. Right, now he's aggro, we start DPSing him. Don't use any of your big DPS spells that take longer than a couple of minutes to recharge, otherwise you can't use them for the actual real final fight. This is kind of a little aperitif. So I normally just slow DPS him down to about 90% and then his servant appears. Then after that the real fight starts. And here we go, and if by magic the servant has appeared, Solsk's now had enough, he's taken his ball and he's going home. The real guy's about to appear, the avatar of the sun. So now the avatar is here, Solus will disappear. This is the guy you actually have to kill. You only have 360 seconds to kill him, otherwise Solus turns up and squishes you. At the start of the fight, I used to like to use all my big Ascension abilities that take a long recast, so you might actually get them twice in the same fight. Depending on your DPS, this could be a long fight. I mean, I did it with me Monk, which amazed me, and his DPS is pretty awful. Anyway, be careful, try not to stand in front of him, because he does have a knockback and it could knock you into the lava wall there behind us. I don't know if you noticed, but in this fight I actually picked the wrong Ascension. I only have 5 points instead of the normal 15 in my Plague one. Anyway, I did do the fight with just 5, so it can be done, but it did take slightly longer. At this point in the fight, my mind normally starts to wander and I'm thinking, where can I go on holiday next year? I'll start checking out some websites. And the first ascension abilities just come back in now. See, that's why you don't use them on Solus Row. And finally, what feels like eternity. Is there something longer than an eternity? Because I'm sure that's what it was. Anyway, he's dead. Yay! And the zone is finished. Collect the rubbish, and you might find a shiny on one of the little platforms. There normally is one. So if you enjoyed watching War and Peace, because you could have read the whole book the time it took for this dungeon to get finished. Anyway, please like and subscribe and tell us how rubbish I was, because it took so long. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it any quicker. And I will see you next time if you've got any will to live after this half an hour.